absolutely delighted to be here. Thank you, ARF. Thank you for the chance to share some of my thoughts. I'm very excited because this book that I've written with two of America's finest social scientists is out next week. So I'm very excited about it. I have one of the few copies in the country in my hand here, so you can find me for that later. These two guys are Alex Bentley, who's the new professor of anthropology and archaeology at Bristol University, and Mike O'Brien, who's dean at Missouri. And these guys are just amazing. They deal with data sets that are much less interesting, much less detailed than what we do. And they sweat insights about human behaviour, ancient and modern, whether it's about pottery design in the Mesolithic era, or whether it's about how tractors spread in certain parts of the USA or how names go whatever. They're just fascinating guys, and they make sense of really complex phenomena very, very simply. I would want to sort of give them a shout out, because they're not just very smart, but they're very nice chaps as well. What I'm going to talk about this morning is not this book. I'm going to talk about what we've done to make this something that delivers insight about complex phenomena. And the book itself has some science behind what we're saying, but I wanted to show the practical stuff, because theory is theory is theory. The practice is what we're all after. How do we actually get ourselves the kind of insights? What do we do to get the kind of insights we need in the modern world? And the approach to analysis that we developed out of this work in collaboration with these guys is interesting in a number of ways. One, it addresses what I think is a big issue in our thinking about consumer behaviour, which is how much of it is independent and how much of it is socially shaped. It's a really big issue, I think, and it's not just because of social media. It's not just because of the internet. It's because, even as we've just heard, in Disneyland, you need to have people respond to each other and learn from what each other's doing, and surrounded by a very immediate world. So how does that work? So that's the first thing. The second thing is it recycles and sweats data sets we've already got sitting on our hard drives. There are more bits, so I'm told by IDC, there are more bytes of consumer data on our hard drives as an industry than there are grains of sand in all the beaches in all the world. It's a lot of stuff, and we don't sweat it mostly. We don't really look at it in very useful ways. And when we do, we make it complicated. I think the third thing is this thing. When we complicate things, when we look at more and more detail, we actually make it worse. And the really exciting thing about what I'm going to show you this morning is that it creates insight by being less precise. It's about pattern spotting and not about granularity of examination. If you think about all of us and our marketing colleagues and our management colleagues, all of us are faced with like a hose pipe, a data hydrant, stuff coming at us all the time. Not just the number of data sources that we get thrown at us, but the amount and quantity of information that's coming at us in real time. It's not really that successful a strategy to try and get more and more granular. We have to find other tactics for dealing with this stuff. A piece by Joe Stiglitz, the Nobel Prize winning economist, earlier this year, looking at how guys on the trading floors of Wall Street and other stock exchanges around the world, how they deal with this amount of information. There are more screens than you could possibly want. More information coming out in more precise ways. And the ones who are profit positive, both in the short term and the longer term, according to Stiglitz's study, are the ones who use instant messenger more than the others. In other words, they keep up what the other guys are doing, the other guys are thinking and responding, rather than trying to calculate it themselves. So I think that's sort of pushing against our assumptions that more and more precision is the answer. So anyway, so let's just have a look at this stuff. And I thought before we started, it'd be good to create some patterns ourselves. We're going to be here for most of the day together, and I thought a bit of, if you want to feel comfortable and say this is a bit of science, this is from Dirk Helbing, professor in Zurich, who's one of the world's leading crowd experts. I thought we might do a Mexican wave, or a wave. Die Welle is known in Germany. La Ola in Hispanic countries, the wave. So we could start at this side of the room. You ready to go, Steve? You ready with me? Well, let's shout to three. And if you've got some, I saw someone do this the other day. You've got a drink in your hand. Can you put it on the table? It's very dramatic, particularly with coffee. But let's see how we go. So 1, 2, 3. Well, that's okay. We'll do it again, this time with some noise. Ready to shout out. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, it's quite high, actually. That's unusual. Normally it's a ooh. So we'll try it again from this side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Very good. Very good. At least we get some oxygen in early on. Right. So, as many of you, some of you may know, I've been obsessed by the insights that the cognitive and behavioural science have been creating about human behaviour in recent years. And here are two of the big ones. The work of people like Daniel Kahneman, you know, the granddaddy of the behavioural economics movement, has demonstrated, for example, on the left, how little we think. Thinking is to human, he says. Thinking is to humans as swimming is to cats. In other words, we can do it if we really have to, but mostly we'll do anything we can to avoid it. The other side of it is that we are not thinking creatures who feel a bit. We're feeling creatures fundamentally who occasionally think, mostly after the fact, to make up for it. And these two insights are really powerful and important and challenge many of the practices we've got as both as market researchers and as marketers and managers. But for me, this is the big one. Have a look at this small scene.
What do you do with these women? You just get up out of bed and leave?
Sure.
Well, explain to me how you do it. What do you say?
Just have an early meeting, early haircut, early squash game.
You don't play squash.
They don't know that, they just met me.
That's disgusting.
I know, I feel terrible.
You know, I'm so glad I never got involved with you. I just would have ended up being some woman you had to get up out of bed and leave at 3 o'clock in the morning and go clean your andirons. And you don't even have a fireplace. Not that I would know this.
Why are you getting so upset? This is not about you.
Yes, it is. You are a human affront to all women, and I am a woman.
Hey, I don't feel great about this, but I don't hear anyone complaining.
Of course not. You're out the door too fast.
I think they have an okay time.
How do you know?
I mean, how do I know I know?
Because they...
Yes, because they...
How do you know that they're really...
What are you saying? That they fake orgasm?
It's possible.
Get out of here.
Why? Most women at one time or another have faked it.
Well, they haven't faked it with me.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Oh. Right. That's right. I forgot. You're a man.
What was that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just that all men are sure it never happened to them, and most women at one time or another have done it, so you do the math.
You don't think that I can tell the difference?
No.
Get out of here.
Oh. Ooh.
You okay?
Oh. Oh, God. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh. Yes. 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 Oh. Oh, yes. 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 Oh. Yes. 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 Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.